more things.
Some more things, speaking at a normal level.
Oh, that is better, yes.
Okay.
Excellent.
Just plugging it back in and unplugging, plugging back in. That'll do the job.
It usually does. Yeah,
Yeah,
Middle Kid was
apparently.
like, hey, this HDMI cable stopped working. I think we need a new one. I'm like, okay. So I'm like looking, you know, to see what the cheapest one online is. And he's like, hey, I just like reversed it. Now it works. And I'm like, oh, okay. Cabling. How does it work? I have absolutely no ideas.
Speaking of having no idea,
Uh,
do you want to hear about something stupid that I did?
I do.
Oh, hold on, I need to go Protoss, not Zerg. So a mate of mine was like, you want to re-look for games? So I cancel.
I do.
Yep. So I need to pick Protoss instead of Zerg. There we go. Yeah, a mate of mine was like, oh, when he was helping me move, I was showing him all my Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I've been collecting, because why not? And like he and I used to play in high school, so I was like, oh yeah, in a couple months there's a new box coming out that'll have the last collection of like the nostalgia pool. So all the cards that we used to play with coming out, right? Getting like re-releases. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
of
okay,
course.
I've already ordered like 600 of these cards to come in packs. Like I spent way too much money on cards. Do you want to come down and we'll have a day opening them and play some classic games and stuff? And he's like, absolutely. And then he selfishly had a kid and is now like too busy. So, yeah. But the stupid thing I did was I was like, okay, let's get some like not rare packs, like not like a $10,000 pack of Yu-Gi-Oh. Pokemon could have like a Charizard in it, but I got some Japanese packs from like 1999, and I bought 6 of these packs for about 180 Australian dollars, which is a lot.
Yep.
For packs. That works out to like $30 a pack or something.
Yeah. Okay.
So they're, yeah, it's a lot, but I'm like, these are classic cards. We'll get a neat kick out of them opening them. So it's Premium Pack 4, and because I don't really read Japanese, I missed the part where on the back it says that each pack contains all the cards in the set. So all 6 packs have the same 6 cards.
God. Can you return them, perhaps?
I could just sell them on eBay where I bought them from.
Okay, that's also fine. Yeah, good call. Oh, that's
but-
great. Yeah, how many cards
Yeah.
in each pack?
6 cards
6, and there's 6 total cards
in that set.
in the set.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's incredible.
Yeah. So I was looking, and apparently, if you get one of the cards in there is a Dark Magician Girl, very classic card.
Yeah.
If you get it graded at a PSA 10, it sells by itself more than what I paid for all of the packs, and I have 6 of these cards now. Well, actually, I have 5. I gave a pack to my brother for his collection because it was like, just have it.
Why does it? Okay.
So that one card at a perfect 10
Yeah.
in grading
So like,
is
this-
worth
so, like,
a lot more.
why would it not be a perfect 10 if it's like still in the packaging?
Because there can be printing errors. Sometimes they're like askew, or they get bent a little, or scratched, stuff like that.
Okay. So statistically, how many of these cards are a perfect 10?
Well, PSA, the most broadly accepted company for grading, will actually tell you how many is in population at a grade 10, and there's about 700.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad it didn't work out worse for you. That is funny, though.
Yeah.
Nope. Still no.
I think he was finishing it. He was.
Huh?
I think he was unpausing it. At the
Oh,
second
good.
there.
Sounds great. Everybody wins.
Yep.
How's it going, Rocket? How's it going, Ultra and Veets? Dollarville out in chat.
Ooh, Dollarville, hi.
It is StarCraft 2 kind of an evening. Hung out with my brothers last night. We watched the latest Summoning Salt video together. It was great.
Uh-huh.
We watched a speed run of Sonic 06 on the Xbox 360 that was done at GDQ in
getting Can Rush.
2014. Cool.
Yeah.
You got it handled?
Well, it's on the low ground,
It's on the low ground.
so I can't really get anything down there, but I might be able to...
Forces in combat.
Nope. It's fucked. Everything's fucked.
Where? Oh, over on the left side, too. I thought you meant on the right side. We're also getting cannon
Yeah.
rush on the right side.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Super great, in fact.
Everybody wins.
Yep.
Allied forces in combat.
Is it Mothership over there, too? It is. Same
Yeah.
guy is trying to cannon rush 2 places at the same time. What a hero. My goodness.
What a bold strategy, Cotton.
It is. You got it handled?
Yeah, I got cannons coming up, so I'll stop them from getting up here.
Yeah, okay. And the right side's fine, too. Our guy's proxying a Stargate over there. That's fun.
In combat.
Oh, neat.
What's up, Big Wan? That's right. StarCraft 2 grinding 3v3 ladder. Getting cannon rushed immediately. Cannon rush looks like it's failed miserably.
Pretty bad.
By the same guy who paused the game for no reason and then cannon rushed us.
That is the thing he did.
Whew.
Insufficient energy. Swarm has evolved.
Safety spoon.
Can't really afford it. But, okay.
You have cannons kind of near your base. That counts. I vote that totally counts.
I appreciate the vote of that counts. So, make sure I get one of my mineral line, and then I'll expand.
Mineral quantity insufficient.
La, la, la.
Not enough energy.
See you later. Goodbye.
see ya.
Enough minerals.
Good cannon rush,
Yeah.
I
Great job.
guess.
Insufficient energy
Your mother would be proud.
required.
Doubtful. Like, even if she didn't know anything about StarCraft, she'd be like, really? Come now. I raised you better than this.
Mineral quantity insufficient.
Who's still here, do we think?
Stasis hasn't left, he just said GG.
Minerals required.
And whoever won isn't Mothership. So.
Is there another base I have to worry about? We pretty much got all the workers, you know? What's up, EB?
Successful.
Let's say we're winning this game, yeah.
You never know, they might have 1,000 carriers somewhere.
I mean, unlikely.
Unlikely, but non-zero. Never 100% zero.
Nope.
Overlords required.
Well,
Well, it seems like you guys have this.
Who's still in here? That's what I'd like to know. And why are they still here?
You gotta make us kill all their buildings.
I guess.
It's their Zerg player, because the 2 Protoss left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Insufficient overlords.
I'm making overlords, Abathur, I promise. I'm doing my best here.
Swarm forces under
Are you then?
Yes.
I've had one zealot working on this base. Well, this Nexus down here from Stasis
I see him.
for about 2 minutes, and he's gonna get the kill.
He gets 1 kill, and it's a whole Nexus. Very
The whole Nexus.
impressive. Yeah, tell his friends about that.
Oh yeah. They won't believe him. Like, do you guys remember the time I 1v1'd a Nexus? It's like, you did not take down the Pyramid of Giza by yourself, buddy. He's like, no, I did. I just stood there and hacked at it with my fist.
Was the Zerg player AFK the whole game?
Might have been. Yeah.
He didn't
no
make
army
a
value,
single work or
single
no
worker.
APM.
What's his build order? What's his name? Gardner? Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's blank. He was AFK.
Oh, well, I guess the cannon
Explains a bit
kind of
more about why they
understandable
left. Yeah.
If someone has an
Why they would
AFK
just-
teammate, it's like, you know what? Fine. Like, do whatever at that point, I guess.
Yeah.
Man, so there's this whole SAVE Act that's going through Congress right now, where they
Never heard of
basically
it,
are,
but yeah, okay.
it's like they're trying to set up like a federal voter ID requirement.
Oh, okay.
And basically what it comes down to is you either need a passport, an active passport,
An active passport.
so it's like your driver's license and a passport, or your birth certificate that has your current name on it. Which,
Okay.
for a lot of married women, they don't have that.
Have. Right.
It's
Yep.
a very weird thing to say.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so...
But I mean, to play devil's advocate, not that it's necessarily the devil, but like, I don't know. The intent there is not to block married women. I think the idea is to block people who have changed their name.
Well, sure, but
or
then you're accidentally catching, like, hundreds of millions of people is the problem.
Right, it's still a bad way to do it. I'm not disputing
Yeah.
that, but I don't think they were like, how can we stop women? I mean, no, never mind. Maybe they don't. Maybe they are.
Maybe. Maybe. I don't
Maybe
know.
they are. Like, how can we present it in a way that makes people think we just want to stop felons who've changed their name from voting?
Yeah. Well, like, and I mean, here's the thing: is that they should just set up a federal
Ready for
ID
your sponge
system.
bath?
Hey, Ultra, what's up? Thanks for gifting. Holy crap, 5 tier 1 subs. Holy smokes, crushing it, Ultra. Hope things are well for you. Appreciate it. Yeah, you're really showing up for the Twitch side of things right now. Okay, I'm really trying to hotkey this and not hotkey the Overlord. There we go. We got it.
You want to hotkey your Overlord?
Anyway, yeah, so Ebster gets a sub. Nice. Jimmy Lee Smash Stats gets a sub. I always like to see people we know getting subs. Yeah, no, I mean, that's like the most support I've gotten over Twitch for the whole week, man, so appreciate it. Still #1 out there. We need to update the Twitch goal to reflect this. So we go 50.
Saw you streaming the other day, and I think you actually had more viewers on Twitch than you did YouTube. But like, I don't know, maybe YouTube died and you restarted it or something. And I was like, well, that's impressive for Brutal. I don't know.
It definitely is. I don't really like look
Watch.
at the numbers for Twitch.
Yeah, no.
I should, but yeah, interesting.
Paying too close attention to the numbers can just be a waste of time.
Certainly.
Although I need to be careful about what I say now on stream.
Do ya?
Yeah, because my mother watches from her lunch break while she's at work.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Can't stop. Gotta stop at the potty mouth. Sure enough, I looked at my viewer list. She's in there. Hi, Mom.
Comrade Gary gets a sub too. What's up, Vincent on YouTube? How you doing? Yeah. So look, the way they should do this is just set up a system where everyone gets a national ID.
Required.
The
I don't
government
use
deals
Social
with
Security.
Because there's no photo on it. There's no photo on your social security card.
Or can't we add a photo?
The thing is, they're issued at birth.
Okay.
So it's like, a picture of you as a baby doesn't help you when it comes time to vote.
But
So
you could
you'd
update
have
it.
to- yes, you would. That's the thing. You'd have to update it anyway when they're adults. So I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, just the point is, there should be, if they want a voter ID system, which some states have, but if you want a federal version, then you also need to set up a federal ID system. It can't be this garbage thing where it's like, use your passport as your ID. And it's like, that's not what it's for. I don't like that.
Yeah.
And like, I'm willing to do it if it's required. Like, I'll go ahead and I'll renew my passport and whatever. It's not a huge hassle. Except for, the reason I brought this up is
How much
because...
does getting a passport cost in America?
like $100.
Okay.
So it's not cheap, but it's not like ridiculously prohibitive.
It's not the $700 I had to pay.
No, it is not. Correct. So the reason I bring this up is because I was like, well, might as well do it now. So I went to the U.S. passport site and went through this whole thing. I was like, yes, I had a passport. It's expired. It's too far expired to renew it. Yada, yada, yada. Here's my name. Here's, you know, the names of my parents and all this other self-identifying stuff. And then at the very end, you click complete, and it spins and 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 spins, and
That's
never
just so many
completes.
people are getting their ID.
Right.
Under attack.
A lot of people are getting their passports these days. So it's like, okay, so you're setting up this system where people are required to have an active passport to vote effectively, and then you are making it impossible to get a passport. So this is great. Good stuff, everyone.
Well, I mean, that only matters if there's a vote coming up soon, though, right?
That's true. So there's time.
Oh, that's a big lot of links. Cool.
Oh, hey guys. How's it going, big lot of links?
Allies base under assault.
I'm gonna hard wall and just sacrifice the front door.
Probably a good idea. So it's like, I don't know. If it's voter
hey, Liberator.
disenfranchisement,
Assault.
then they're disenfranchising, like, people like me.
Yeah?
Oh, cyclones have shown up.
Oh yeah, they're gonna break through my wall. Yep.
Allies base forces.
Liberator shows up on the other side. Really solid
Liberator.
timing attack here.
Yeah, we are just super dead.
You're looking super dead. To
Yep.
me.
That's what we get for trying to fight Jim Raynor.
I guess. Really
Get all
tough
those
guy.
campaign upgrades. It's not fair.
Right? That would suck so much. Yeah, EB, it's been too long. If it's been more than 15 years since your last
Danny.
passport was applied, was granted, I guess, then you have to apply for a brand new one. My first passport was granted on September 18th, 2001.
Oh,
Yep.
that must have been a fun time for air travel.
Right?
Oh.
Ah. Yeah, flew out of the country in like February of 2002, so 4 months after 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely shoes had to come off. Definitely there is
yeah.
all the security.
It's very, very funny watching, like, growing up on a staple of, like, old TV shows and sitcoms where it's like, they're meeting at the gate to be like, no, stop, stay, I love you, like, something
Right.
like out of Friends, and it's like, how did you get through security? Like, on time? And they wouldn't even let you near the gate on an international flight here if you don't have a ticket.
Correct. Yeah, but I remember those days. I remember being like, hey, let's go meet Grandpa. He's back from his trip. Let's go right to the gate. Yay.
Yep.
Different times.
Well. Different times, and you're like a century older than I am.
Yep. It's true.
It's true. Although, what I will say, fortunately, everything I've ever heard about Americans when they come to Australia is that they think security here is a breeze. Like, it's
Oh.
so much simpler because you don't have to take your shoes off or anything like that.
Cool. Do you get
Yeah.
your stuff X-rayed at all?
Yeah, it all goes through a machine.
Okay.
Put everything magnetic in a tub and walk through the thing, and everything in the tub gets scanned. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I guess last time I flew to Texas, I didn't have to take my shoes off. So it was just put your stuff in the tub, get the stuff X-rayed, you get X-rayed, and you're done. Wasn't that bad.
Who'd you fly with?
Delta, I think?
Delta. Again, listening to old podcasts, they're talking about when they flew. They were flying internationally, but they had to like land in Dallas before going to Austin or something, right?
Uh-huh.
And when they got to Dallas, they made them go back through security after they had landed because they just like apparently the TSA didn't think that whatever country they were flying in from had sufficient checks on the way in and like on the way out. And then when they got to Austin, they had to go through security on the way out.
Annoying.
Like,
for sure.
Already been on the plane, buddy. Like, seems a little tedious.
Definitely.
Interesting places and tedious people.
It is the cost of international air travel, I suppose, at these days.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, jam it.
Jam
team.
it.
I know these guys.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
We've got Super Nod Yes on our team. Too many Zergs in this map. This is going to be gross. Ready for it to be gross?
Yep. There have been too many Zergs in literally every game we've played.
No way.
Yeah.
One?
I mean,
Was
just
the
today.
Threshold
Just-
1?
No. Well, 2. 2 is the threshold.
Okay.
There was you, and there was a guy on the other team the first game, but he was AFK. It was still too many.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, Ebster. It's like, yeah, if you want to have an ID system to vote, then let us use stuff. I don't know, like set us up a system to do it. Don't make us get a passport we're not planning on using just to vote. That's stupid. It's administration, honestly. Did you see that Trump was like, okay, we're setting up tariffs 150% on China? And it's like, oh, but on everything but electronics. It's like, are you... what? How... What was the conversation here exactly?
Everything but electronics.
Like, everything but what we care about? Okay.
Well, I mean, America
It's like
gets
plastic crap, and then there's electronics.
Well, no.
Okay.
Like, the Nintendo Switch is made in Vietnam. It's electronics. I
Yeah.
think there's more electronics made outside of China than strictly what you might expect. But it is
I'm
still...
only talking about China, though.
Right.
Yeah.
But if it's made outside of China, then electronics makes less sense because they're not necessarily making it. Like, what's the point? If like, okay, so my point is that there are more electronics made outside of China than you might necessarily think of. Like, it's not everything is made in China, right? That's my starting point.
There are more than I think of, probably.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think Nvidia cards are not made in China.
Okay.
Made in Taiwan.
Are made in
which-
China. Okay.
The iPhones, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there still is a lot. I'm not arguing that point. But if there's more than we think, it makes coming out of not China, then putting the tariffs excluding electronics on China doesn't make any sense. It makes less sense. Well, it makes no sense, you know? It's like tariffing
Sufficient.
coffee beans in Australia. We don't grow coffee beans.
Right.
'Cause
Neither
we
do we.
can't.
Right.
Yeah. So it makes a little bit less sense in that way of thinking. It's hard to think while playing a game.
It is. I've noticed.
I don't know why you do this to me.
Myself as well. I don't know, man.
But yeah, I mean, Apple products, absolutely. I wonder if giving them a pass on electronics is because they wanted to be like, well, would you maybe consider sending us back the rare earth metals?
The stuff that we
you
really
need
want.
that. The stuff that you really need. Yeah.
Right.
Allied space under assault.
Oh, great.
I've got lings. Hold on.
And
Two
adepts.
separate lings and adepts.
Swarm forces under attack. Allied forces in combat. Allied space
Get
under
out.
assault.
That's right. I told you. Get out.
Still adepts in my.
Space under assault.
Their speed is not done. That's nice.
Swarm forces under attack.
Oh my gosh, they have banelings though.
Allied forces in combat. Allied forces under assault. Allied forces in combat.
Every game, it's just make a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Okay, there goes that teammate.
All right. GG. Good stuff. Gotta love those 3-minute games.
Mm-hmm. Totally, too many tugs.
Mm-hmm. Way too many Zergs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I did notice that my like the equivalent of my 401k
Yeah.
dropped a bunch. The first time he was like, tariffs for everybody.
Yeah.
I'm like, thanks. And then it went back up. Because
Yeah.
he was like, actually, never mind.
Yep.
It's like, what was the point of that again?
I don't know. So basically what happened was he said tariffs for everyone, and then somebody on Twitter was like, I've heard he's going to pause the tariffs. And then, so the stock market went up. And then the administration was like, no, we're not. And the stock market went down. And then the next day he said, we're pausing tariffs. So it went back up. It's the stupidest,
He also told
thing.
everyone to buy right before he did it.
the pause, before he announced the pause. That's right. That did happen.
Yeah. Which, is it insider trading if you tell everyone?
Right? If you make it, like, really public. Yeah, Flo, it feels like it, doesn't it?
I mean, I think I'm still down technically, but you know, I got 60 years before I can retire or something. So.
Yeah, and that's my thing. Is like, don't try to time the market. Don't ever try to do it, but especially not now. Nothing makes sense. Like, just keep your stuff in your 401k and your mutual fund, whatever you've got. It'll be fine by the time you retire, probably.
Probably. Although I did watch that Kazat video about South Korea disappearing because they're not having enough kids.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, you need 3 people contributing to a pension fund for one person to be pulling out. And by 2060, Korea will only have 1 person contributing per person, you know? So maybe by the time we retire, there won't be enough people putting into pension funds. Communal pension funds, obviously. If personal funds are different.
Right. I don't have a pension fund.
Well, you're not the police.
Or teachers? Or
teachers.
like, government officials in some dimension? Or members of Congress? No, I'm not. I'm not one of those things.
How many Zergs were in this lineup? I didn't look. Oh,
Me
Terran, Protoss, Terran.
Hey!
Just one.
Zerg. We did it! Great victory. Yatta! 12-pack of Utah in Utah these days is of Coke Zero. It's like $7 at Walmart. But I can find it for about $5 on sale on one of the grocery stores around my house every week. Like, they just rotate having it on sale.
How big's the can or bottle?
12 ounces?
12 ounces. Is that fluid ounces? Is that Floz or just Oz?
I mean, we're talking about Coke Zero, so like, you decide.
You can get Coke in a
Choose your own adventure.
Yeah. You can get it as like a single sugar brick, and
Nope, I don't think you can.
yeah, I'll make some. I'll sell it for you, and you can just call it dehydrated Coke, and then you just add water.
You are disgusting. I don't like this
I'm
plan
not
at
snorting
all.
it.
Not enough minerals.
Yeah, I pretty much baseline 12 packs of Coke Zero to be like $5. That's like the greatest steal of a deal you can have. Back during COVID, for some reason, it was that. And so that's what I baselined it at. So if something is $5 for 12, I'll do it. And if it's more than that, I start getting grumpy. There have been weeks where it's like, I have to buy it for $6 a freaking 12-pack. It's really
What if it
not
was
that bad.
$7.50 for
Ugh.
18?
I mean, yes, like extra grumpy for $7.50. Sometimes the
But
regular
that's-
price for a 12-pack is like $10, and I'm like, where
Ugh.
where do you get off? Where do you get off selling it for $10?
Importing it from
Ridiculous.
Australia.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Sometimes I'll go to a grocery store site and see if it's on sale, and they're like, no, it's not. And also, it's $10 a 12-pack. And I'm like, what? Ha.
But why?
Yeah. And I close the tab, and I run away because that's scary. I don't want to look at that anymore. For Ebster, it was $15 a pack, probably.
Quantity insufficient.
Canadian.
Newly birthed queen ready.
It's a lot. It's a lot to pay for a Coke.
A lot. I'm getting used to this 275 thing for hatcheries. It's nice.
Oh yeah.
You know, it only took me like 2 months, but we got there.
I think they're changing it back in the next patch.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised. At all. Balance Council's like, this didn't do what we thought it would. It's like, yeah, you think?
Did anything do what you thought it would?
No kidding. Explain to us your thought process on this whole darn thing. First of all, we hate Protoss.
Successful.
Hellions.
Hellions and Reapers?
I need more gateways.
Creep trooper under attack.
Where are your lanes?
On the way.
I love the smell of napalm.
Hey, hey, what's up, Ultra? Gifting a sub to Flow237. How you doing?
Under direct assault.
They're in the main.
Yeah, I see him.
I'm helping.
I got him.
Allied forces
Okay, I'll stop helping.
combat.
And Marines are over here. Oh no, there's our Marines. Great. And there's a Liberator now. That's exciting.
That's good, we can get that. Well, we can make it fly away. Same thing.
Acceptable. And they have a bunch of stalkers that I'm killing, so that's good.
Hey! Well done.
Mineral quantity
I want the third base. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I want third base. I will rally both my nexuses to the middle of nowhere. You know, I don't think I will.
Swarm forces under attack. Command unacceptable. More minerals required.
Yeah, thanks again, Ultra. Sorry, a little bit distracted here.
Just a smidgen.
Allied forces in combat.
Oh,
Newly birthed
I'm not coming.
insufficient overlords.
Yeah, get him.
More overlords required. Not enough minerals.
Transfusing my hatch.
It's interesting.
Gosu maneuver. Had
It
like
is, yeah.
200 hit points on it. It's not good.
You know, makes sense. It makes sense. I'm not arguing it.
Not enough energy.
Appreciate it, Ultra.
Allied forces in combat. forces in combat. Allied forces in combat. Command unacceptable. Need more Vespine gas.
Okay, I should not be macroing stalkers like a moron. I should be macroing.
Statistically, probably not. Our guy just sending Marines across the map by himself.
I was there. I've got stalkers over there. What do you think I was more
Oh,
macroing?
there is stuff happening. They have DTs. Great.
Oh, they do? Great.
Unless those are yours, which I don't think so.
Those aren't my DTs.
Sworn forces under attack. Allied forces in combat.
We need more scans.
Got overseers coming.
Evolution.
Make sure you have like a spine at your base, to, like with the spore. Might be an idea. You can ignore me if you wish.
No, that's a good idea.
Mineral mutation complete. Drones under attack.
Nope, DTs are coming into your third.
Mineral field exhausted.
I should really have hotkeyed my forge.
Under attack.
Might have been a good idea. Yeah, there's Terran coming towards my goal.
Let's see 'em.
Oh no, they're going back up. That's okay. I'll allow it. You can leave. No, that's been lost. Stop by saturating my bases.
Mineral cluster expended. Swarm forces under attack. Command unacceptable.
They're not scanning this tumor they're standing in. Just kidding, they got it.
Creep tumor under attack. More.
Oh, Mecky Mac, huh?
Forces in
Cool.
combat.
My favorite.
Insufficient energy. Not enough.
Everyone's favorite.
Hive cluster evolution complete. Allied forces in combat. Hive cluster under direct assault. Allied forces
Snipe my hatches.
mutated.
And he got one in all fairness, but dude,
It's bold.
it is.
Mineral field exhausted. Mineral quantity insufficient. Swarm forces direct assault. Swarm as evolved. Allied forces in swarm forces under attack. Depleted. Hive cluster under direct assault.
Break transfuse your base again.
Yeah, right.
Mineral cluster expended. Mineral field exhausted. Evolution creep tumor under attack. Allies base creep tumor under attack. Allied forces in combat. Allied forces in combat.
Where the heck is red? What has he got?
Oh, well, not much. Feel of it. Yeah, he's got a bunch of medevacs and marines. Okay.
That's nice. Red's counterattacking into orange at this point, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it.
Forces in combat. Cluster expended. Not enough minerals. Allied
We're not dead yet. It's getting close.
Yeah.
forces in combat.
You don't have detection right here.
That'd be nice.
Yep, working on it. I don't have a lot of interceptors though.
He just keeps running up to my hatcheries and right-clicking on them. Kind of working too is the problem.
Allied forces in combat. Mutation complete. Allied forces in combat. Swarm forces under attack. Allied forces in combat.
Need some tempests.
That'd be nice, yeah.
Swarm forces.
There's a planetary I want to attack, but like the carriers can't get in because of the missile turrets, and the DTs can't because of the also the missile turrets.
Swarm forces under attack.
Need a scan. I don't know what you ever do have an observer. Great, come over here.
Successful. Allied forces in combat. Command unacceptable. Allied forces in combat. Not enough energy. Allied forces in combat. Swarm forces under attack.
A lot of tanks.
Allied forces in combat. Insufficient. Allied forces in combat. Mineral field depleted. Mineral quantity insufficient. Allied forces in combat.
Oh, fucking Thors.
Thors are good. Good unit.
Mineral field exhausted.
Take down this planetary. Also, he's trying to get one bottom left as well.
Yeah, I'll get the bottom left one.
Okay.
Short flight.
Allied forces in cluster.
Whoop, I must have clicked my DTs.
Vespine Geyser. Newly birthed queen ready. Mineral fields. Allied forces in combat.
Good enough.
Good enough. Are we winning?
I think we
Is this what
won.
winning feels like?
Forces in
It
combat.
is.
Mineral cluster expanded.
Got the cheese comp recorded. Coming
Ooh.
like Wednesday, I think.
It's been so long.
It has been so long. Got some good stuff in there.
Glad to hear it.
Not enough allied forces in mineral field depleted.
I don't know what Edie. You lost 2 games in a row. I don't feel like this is winning a lot at all. Our first win in several minutes, even.
Several minutes. Ugh.
Dang. Supa is silver, and he has 240 APM.
Yeah, he's silver.
Mm-hmm. He has a 1v1 Masters finish and 7 teams Masters finishes, and he has a silver portrait. I don't know how that works exactly.
You don't know.
Hey,
Get some
what's-
water.
What's up, Toma? Sounds good. How's it doing, Toma? Yeah, we do StarCraft 2 on Friday nights, Saturdays, depending on where you are. This time, basically.
Yeah, it's Sunday this time.
That's right. Forgot what day it was.
Mm,
Been a long day.
it has.
How's the water?
Refreshing.
Excellent.
Taking all my willpower not to just chug the entire bottle.
I mean, I don't think that's ever hurt anyone unless you get into like water poisoning territory.
Oh, it's not that much, but it's
Yeah.
like I just want to jam that much liquid down my gullet in one go. I want to space it a little, make it last.
What? No. Chug it. Chug the whole darn thing.
It's like a gallon.
So here's a story of a citizen who got an email from the Department of Homeland Security that says, "It is time for you to leave the United States. You are currently here because the Department of Homeland Security paroled you into the United States for a limited period."
This is a citizen?
Yeah. So
Okay.
this feels like a clerical error, because this person's claiming she's a full legal citizen. She was born here. Like, she's never been here on a visa or anything. So, like, if this was the administration being like, we're kicking out citizens, they wouldn't word it like this. Like,
So I have a couple of questions.
Yeah.
Is this person of an immigrant, like, are they first generation American? Like, are they the son of an immigrant but born in America?
She claims on social media that her great-great-grandmother was born here. So,
No, okay.
so
Because there are stories of people who are like, I was born in America, and then, 21 years go by and they go to vote, and it's like, yeah, it turns out your parents were lying, you were actually born somewhere else, you've just been here the entire time.
Right,
Right? Like
right. Yeah, I've seen that too. I don't think that's what this is, at least not, from her side of the story. I'm gonna go with clerical error.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume clerical error, but at the same time, they claimed clerical error for the guy they deported to El Salvador, who was not a gang member.
Yes, and then they said, oops. And then they said, oops, it's too much of a hassle to bring him back. And then the Supreme Court was like, no, you gotta do this, guys. And they were like, wah, wah, wah.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
But they were like, he was sent there as a clerical error, but we stand by that he was a member of the horrific MS-13 gang or whatever. It's like, but the clerical error was that he was definitely not a gang member.
Yeah.
It's very double speak.
It is.
So if it's a clerical error, I won't believe it if they say it,
But I mean, okay. But I mean, in this case, they didn't pick her up and like put her on a plane somewhere. They're like, you have to leave by yourself. Like, they are indicating that she understands she's here on a temporary visa and that she had it terminated and she needs to leave. And if they were like, we're doing this with citizens, then she's not going to do that. So what's the idea?
I mean, I assume the idea is that they meant to send that to someone who was not a citizen.
Yeah, there you go.
If it's clerical error, again, I will believe that it's a clerical error. I just won't believe it if they say it.
Oh, okay.
Which is
that's fair.
Very tinfoil, I get.
Sure.
I get it. One of the podcasts that I listen to every day is called Morning Somewhere. It's a morning show. It's great. Everyone should listen to it. It's by the founder of Rooster Teeth, Bernie Burns, and his wife, as they disappeared into Scotland for 5 years. They were back and hey, we're doing a morning show.
Neat.
Because a morning show in Scotland comes out in the morning for America when they can do it at 1 in the afternoon.
Yes.
So it makes sense. But he has a buddy that he gets on the show every now and then called Scott, and the other day there was a full episode of just Scott and Bernie having a chat, and the floor's yours, Scott. What do you want to talk about? And he's like, I prefer the term fringe theorist as opposed to conspiracy theorist.
Okay. Sure.
And he opened with telling flat earthers to go kill themselves because they're holding back society. And then immediately went on how there have been previous human civilizations.
I love the smell of napalm.
The reason why black book programs exist is to get money from the government for nefarious reasons to support people who previous civilizations who have lived through extinction events, because the pyramids might have been a methane plant or a power factory for ancient aliens, essentially. He went off the deep end on just.
But he's like, but flat earthers are way out there. But
Yeah.
all these ideas, these make sense.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I thought it was awful to listen to. I really I even commented in the Discord. I'm like, that's the crackpot calling the kettle black, or the crackpot calling the flat earthers black.
Yeah, right.
It's. Ugh. I'm gonna mute everyone that's talking right now.
Wait, what?
All
these
the people.
I'm not
yeah.
even reading it. I don't care. Ultra,
Neither
thanks
am
for
I.
gifting a sub to
I can't either.
Toma.
It's annoying.
Nice.
Oh,
Ultra,
Toma.
killing it, man. Yeah, Toma Big Cat. He back. Back in black. Wait, maybe not.
Oh, so have you ever seen Supernatural?
I have never watched a single episode of Supernatural, but it has pervaded the cultural consciousness so much that I feel like I have.
Yeah, well, I mean, the show's been around, was on the air for 15 years.
Yes.
So it makes sense that it got in there somehow.
Yep.
So the season 1, it had a bunch of like rock and roll soundtrack to it. Like
Right.
they'd
The
Sam
license
would
fit.
get into his Impala and it would play Back in Black, and then it would cut to the commercials or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like that'd be the music they listened to.
I'm guessing
Turns
they
out when
lost the license. Yeah.
they did,
Yeah.
they lost the entire license, and so if you have original season 1 DVDs, it's still like that.
Yep.
But streaming, it's just like generic rock music.
Yeah. I've heard several stories of this happening to stuff on streaming services. It's like you'd think, I mean, I don't know. You'd think you'd just be like, as long as this show exists and is being watched, you have the license
Yeah,
for it, but I guess not.
I guess not.
Guess not. These guys are really chatty. Again, I'm not reading what they're saying, but it's real chatty.
So very, very chatty.
Chattiest of Cathys.
Swarm forces under attack.
It's like Mass Viking?
Oh, really?
Yeah. So at least I saw 5 of them. They killed my Overlord. I mean, it was crazy overkill, but they did it.
They did it. Okay.
Alright.
I will just keep making Void Rays.
Okie doke.
Need more gas. Need more gas. Need more pylon. I am a citizen.
Forces under attack. Mineral quantity insufficient. Insufficient energy.
Sorry for creeping up that base.
No, that's fine. I got the main bits down.
Alright, good.
What?
Allied forces creep combat under attack.
Roaches and Hydras are here. Hello, guys.
Allied space under assault. Under attack.
Fight with the cannon.
Forces spawn
I'm not even gonna stop to answer. Just come help.
under attack.
Fucking
I stopped
lunatic.
to answer.
Allied space. Allied forces in combat. Command unacceptable. Creep tumor under attack. Mutation complete. Swarm forces under attack.
It's an interesting little push. Stalkers and
Very nice.
Roach Hydra and Vikings.
Allied forces in combat.
Marines and Vikings and stuff.
Swarm forces under attack. Forces in combat. Not enough energy. Creep tumor under.
Well, I'm happy just to leave.
Sounds good. My daughter's watching Cowboy Bebop. That's fun.
Nice.
And she says, I haven't even met them yet, but Small Child is in the intro is my favorite character.
Ed.
I think so, yeah.
You know what? Fair.
Honestly, yes. Did I tell you we're watching Mob Psycho? Is that you I was having that conversation with?
Yeah, you've probably had that conversation with several people, but yeah.
Probably.
How's it going?
It's just funny because she gets to a point in late in season 2 where there's a villain that's like really evil.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, man, I just want Mob to kill him. And I'm like, daughter, how do we solve these problems on this show? Yeah.
We make him a friend.
It's just how Mob Psycho runs. I'm sorry. Oh, did I crash?
Oh.
Dude, my Brood War crashed today, and now my StarCraft 2 has crashed. What's going on? I call
How old's your
shenanigans.
PC?
I mean, it's kind of a hodgepodge, right? Like,
Right.
the
How old
GPU is
the
newer
oldest
than the
chip is-
CPU.
How old is the oldest piece
component? Good question.
in this ship of Theseus?
Right? I don't know. It's a great question. I should take a look. Oh, you're still in the game. That's fun.
Yeah, well, it's just gonna hang for me. I guess I could force quit. Would you like me to force quit?
I mean, if you're into it.
Oh yeah, it just hangs in the load screen when someone crashes. Alright.
Okay.
Invite me back in.
Brong. Can't rank up while members are still in game.
Mm-hmm. Says you're still in a game.
Says
Me.
I'm in a game?
Yeah, I knew this would happen.
I show myself as in menus, personally.
Look,
See, now
I'll
I
quit.
can rank up.
And
Now
we'll
that
let
you're
you do it.
gone. Son of a gun. I don't know. I'm going to restart again.
Yep.
Invite to party. Hey, that did it. What's up, the stream? And yes, this is a misbehaving client for sure. Thanks, Rocket. You too, man. The J Galt clan.
Too many Zergs. Too many Zergs.
Is it only 2? My standard is a little higher than yours.
There's 2 randoms, so I don't rule it out.
Ah.
But 2 is too many.
Yes.
Then we have the same. Same standard.
Well, I guess I'll allow 2. 3 is when it starts getting... I mean, I'll really complain if there's 4. But 3, I start getting about it.
And the 3v3 is just a nightmare.
Yeah.
Getting this map a lot. Okay.
We are. I'm okay with it.
I'm fine with it. I just, you know, I'd like it to mix it up a little bit more.
Yeah. I guess back to Sentinel. Sentinel's a good map.
Oh, it's a worker rush.
Under direct
Oh.
assault. Allied space under assault.
From, like, everybody?
2 of them.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, from all of them.
That's fun, I guess.
Drones under attack. Allied forces in combat. Allied space under assault.
Well, they're gonna get my Nexus.
Exciting. You idiots. The longer you bounce around like this, you guys, the worse it is for you. My pool is on the way.
Allied space under assault.
I love the smell of napalm.
Hey, Ultra, gifting us up to the stream. Really killing it today.
Allied space under assault. Allied space under assault. Allied forces in combat.
And then they just go home?
I don't know. I think he's still out here.
Can you give me money yet? I'm gonna assume no. Why? I don't have a Nexus. What do you want me to do?
Well, don't. It's 60 seconds till we can give you money.
Then I'll cannon rush.
Okay, sounds good.
Allied forces.
Oh, they have a
in
Reaper
combat.
though.
Lame.
Allied forces in combat.
But I have the surround. Oh no, I let him go.
Oh no.
I'm gonna get you. I'm coming to get you.
In combat.
No, there's
I
2
don't think my
Reapers
team-
now.
Yeah, there is.
Newly birthed queen ready. Allied
Yeah,
forces
send 'em home.
in combat.
I mean, the Reapers will kill them entirely on the way back, right? Like it's 2 Reapers versus a bunch of.
Well, we've got Lings to cover, but whatever.
Nope.
Too late now.
Allied forces.
Reapers are faster than slow lings. It did not matter. Oh, the enemy has their own lanes. How do they have speed before our buddy does? Oh, there we are. So at the same time. Go up the ramp.
Allied forces in combat. Not enough energy. Allied forces mineral in quantity combat. Insufficient. Newly birthed queen ready.
Well, that one can expand to take my base.
Insufficient energy.
Perfectly good mineral line right there.
Allied forces in combat.
They're banelings.
Sequences
exciting.
spun. Swarm mutated. Evolution complete. Allied forces in combat. Insufficient overlords.
Hold position drones is a really neat trick until you kill the queens and they die anyway.
Yes, it is.
Reactor starport.
Right? What are we doing here exactly?
Liberators? Lings can't get through a wall with liberators bashing it.
Allied forces in combat.
That's probably just medevacs.
Probably.
Allied forces in combat.
How much money are you floating, Falcon?
Swarm forces. Allied forces insufficient energy. Swarm forces under attack. Mutation complete.
That's right. Lift.
Forces
Lift.
under attack.
Get out of here.
Allied forces in combat.
Oh, hey, look, it is a liberator.
Fun.
I was right.
You were.
Oh my god, it's like I played this game.
Swarm forces under
This
attack.
very game. Oh man, I had the strangest sense of deja vu like this morning.
Okay.
I don't know, I saw like some clips of the movie The Big Short,
Yeah.
and I don't know, I woke up and I thought, you know, that movie I watched last night, it didn't have that clip that I saw in it. It's like weird, maybe that was like a deleted scene or something. I didn't watch The Big Short. I was just wondering why The Big Shorts, the clips I saw weren't in it. It was a very strange feeling.
That is very weird. Yes. What's up,
Can't work out.
YH? AKA Polly Walnuts. How's it going over, Jis?
Holy walnuts.
Yeah.
I love the smell of napalm.
Ultra just coming in, gifting subs to everyone who says anything
Yeah.
in the stream today. That's exciting. We'll
Nice.
take those. Yeah, that's why you don't triple worker rush, kids. It's stupid. Like,
It's
worker
pretty
rushing
bad.
one-on-one makes more sense than worker rushing in a team game.
Was it though?
Yeah, absolutely. Dude, if the pros do it, yes.
The pros don't do it.
No, it's not all workers, but in ZBZ sometimes you get like 6 lings and like all the drones.
It happens. But it's
Yeah,
not
it's not a
common.
worker rush, that's true. It's not just box them and go.
Box and go.
If you're lurking here on the Twitch stream and want to sub for no ads,
Say hi.
say hi,
Say hello. Yeah.
ads suck and saying hello is cool. That is correct.
More minerals required.
I like in the Caiaphas Cain book we're reading, he's talking about demon hosts.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it's very dangerous. And only a fool would try it. And then Amberly's interjection is, or somebody in the Ordo Malleus. And I'm like, I know somebody like that.
Right, he's like, only a Satan person would attempt to control a demon host. And she's like, or someone in the Ordo Malleus, which amounts to pretty much the same thing. Very snarky about, like,
Yeah.
other orders.
Yeah,
Great.
it totally is. Although, I don't know. Like, Eisenhorn's had one under control for friggin' ever.
Yeah, and he might very well just be a complete heretic.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, it hasn't, like, killed him yet.
That's true, it hasn't killed him yet.
Right.
What stirring
Sufficient.
confidence
It is.
inspires.
Indeed. This is wiser.
Got a bit of a link.
Allied forces in combat.
And a Reaper.
Allied forces in combat.
Reaper was not microed at all. Oh my gosh,
No.
that was not like 0, 0, 0 micro. You know, remember the tempo song, when I'm Grandmaster, I will play faster.
We'll play faster.
Yeah. I was like, I want to listen to that again. So I went there, and the top comment is me back in 2021 saying, oh, it makes me sad that like everyone in this video is no longer in the StarCraft 2 scene except Tastosis. And now they're gone too. And it's like, aw.
You made yourself sad.
I
like,
did.
years later.
I was sad back then, and now it's more sad.
Swarm command.
Real shame.
It is. Truly a shame.
And you never made Grandmaster either.
Sure didn't. I'm pretty sure 99% of everybody who watched that song never made Grandmaster either.
And I switched to Protoss. I don't even play faster now. No hope.
My daughter is hilarious.
Not enough.
Yeah?
As I see people smuggle guns into a space airplane easily, I'm hit with the fact that when this show is made, 9/11 hasn't happened yet.
I mean,
Dark daughter, but hilarious. And what's worse is, to them, 9/11's like this history event. Like, they learned about it in history class.
I mean, that's today.
That's today. Yeah, that is today. What?
9/11 is a historical event that people learn about in class. That's today.
I know.
There are people old enough to have kids who weren't alive for 9/11.
Yeah, that's me. Right. That's the whole... Yes. Anyway.
Vespein gas required.
Old.
Old. Do we think that 9/11 is still remembered in the far future of Cowboy Bebop? Like, really?
Oh, no. She's saying when the show was made. She's saying when the show
Yeah.
was made
But
in the
you were
90s.
saying for those people it's a historical event, right?
Yeah, on a planet other than where they are, yeah.
You reckon? It's like, Earth is
think
right.
they're
Oh,
on.
hey, look, a drop.
Insufficient Vespein gas.
I have banelings, don't worry about it. He's like, oh, banelings, see ya. Look at me making banelings, like I'm actually good at this game. Absolutely unhinged behavior.
Guess I'll expand down here. Somebody's covered all the creep.
That's me.
More overlords required.
Hey, why don't you pick these Marines up? That's what I'm talking about. Pick them up.
Evolution complete.
What's up, TL23 David? No, I was certainly never offered any professional casting job back in the day. Other than Africa, well, I guess it's Soup StarCraft Global now. Also, not today either.
Then you had the gauntlet.
That's true.
Must be more, not enough energy.
I love the smell of napalm.
Then TI23 David gets gifted a sub by Ultra because he said something in stream. He's figured it out.
Command unacceptable.
He's hacked the Matrix.
Yes.
Not enough energy. Must be. Complete. Insufficient energy.
Boy, are they leaving us alone, and boy, are we leaving them alone.
I mean, they've tried to push in stuff.
Good tried, but it was pretty half-hearted.
Enough
Yeah.
energy.
Well, when all you have are Marines and then Banelings show up, you're like,
Swarm has evolved.
It's true.
definitely would have killed us if they tried. What's up, Cruz Brewski? How you doing? Welcome to the StarCraft 2.
Yeah, dang.
On a Saturday or a Sunday.
God damn it, that's mine.
Yeah. Get 'em.
Don't get.
My tumors alone, you absolute jerk. Pickups are bad.
Field depleted. Exhausted.
Those were some big connections. Why I hate Ling Baneling Micro. A visual aid.
Mineral quantity insufficient. Not
Short
enough
answer, I am
energy.
bad at it.
More mineral. Allied forces in combat.
What? TI-23? When was this? I've never heard this in my entire life.
Allied forces.
I've never had anybody at Blizzard or GSL be interested in doing anything with me.
Why, is he claiming someone was?
He's claiming there's a video of saying that.
Of what?
Of them talking about Pesos getting replaced by me and HD because they wanted too much money or something. Right?
You know, I would love to see that video.
Me too. 100%. Love to see that video.
Swarm forces under
Baneling.
attack.
Piss off.
Minerals required. Allied forces in combat. Enough. Sequenced. Mineral cluster. Allied forces in combat. Mineral. Allied forces in combat. More minerals.
Let me saturate my dud.
Quantity.
I mean, I wasn't...
Enough minerals.
I don't think HD and I even casted at the same time. Like, I'm pretty sure I started right around the same time that he just stopped. He was on the list of people that I would watch that kind of, like, disappeared into the ether.
More minerals required.
So I don't know. I don't buy it.
Not enough. Allied
Does
forces.
seem awfully sus. Not adding up.
Sequences spun. Allied forces in combat. Allied forces in combat.
They have ultras out. Hooray.
Forces under attack.
Woo! Ultras.
Allied forces in combat. Not enough energy. Mineral. Allied forces in combat. Not allied forces in combat.
Ah, God, I wanted to
You're welcome.
try bandboxing a thing and you just grab the nexus, the hatch or whatever.
Uh-huh. Bad times.
Allied forces in combat. Allied forces in insufficient. Not enough minerals.
Ooh, I have a lot of ultras, eh?
Shitload.
Command unacceptable. Insufficient.
I'm making them as
Allied
fast as I can.
forces in combat. Mineral quantity.
Medivacs healing ultras. That's,
that's
just
fun.
cheating.
You have DTs. Get them.
Space under assault.
No scanning allowed. They're going pretty good, honestly.
Yeah. Nope, the Marines are here though.
Yeah, I think we're okay.
And they scan.
Ah. But I think we're okay. My ultras are
Yes. The only thing that can stop a bad guy with an ultra. Good guy.
guy with an ultra.
Insufficient. Swarm forces under attack.
Sounds bugging out though.
Sufficient. Mineral field mutation complete. Not enough. Mineral cluster. Expend more mineral. Allied forces in combat.
Just can't spend my money.
Forces in combat.
See ya. Are the upgrades better? No, his ultras are dying too fast. Aww. I will
Pick on
never
one of his
know.
lanes.
Ooh,
He has
yeah,
3-3.
Okay.
Do you have 3-3?
Yeah. Just, I feel like I was doing better than expected, and if we had the same upgrades, then I don't know why.
Did he have the ultra upgrade there?
I don't know. That's the thing. I'm gonna check build order, maybe?
That'll only cover like the first 5 minutes. I don't think you had it that early.
If a drone turns into a spine while holding minerals, it's become a mineral enhanced kick a spine crawler. No. Short answer.
That would be cool.
It'd be nice. Give it like an extra 2 damage per shot or something.
Oh, you know what? Spine crawlers should be able to attack mineral and like drop them on the ground for other things to just like pick up and carry.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, I think that would be neat. So you put a spine in your mineral line and it sits there and like attacks the minerals for you, and then the drone's just like do and grab it instead of having to sit there and go chip, 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 chip. 5.
Chip, 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 chip. Man, the cats
Revolutionary, you'll see.
are funny. Indeed.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, they like going out into the garage.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, okay, so I'm like, okay, so I let them out, and then like 10 minutes later, they're like, I'm gonna come back in. It's like, so what are you so excited to do out there? Like, it's immediately boring. Like,
So I have seen some theories on this.
Uh-huh.
One of which being that cats just don't have a very good memory.
mm.
So the way that they explained it was that they have a loop in their house, which is if you go from the lounge room, you can then go to like the dining room, then the kitchen, and then a hallway, and then back to the lounge room. Like you can form a loop. And what their cats would do is they would go from the lounge room into the kitchen, no food in those bowls, go out, back down the hallway, through the dining, and then into the kitchen, and be like, because that's a different room to them, because they went a different way. And so it's entirely possible that your cats are just like, hey, there's a door here. Was there always a door here? Let's see what's out there.
Yeah, right? That must be it. Mysterious door has opened. Holy crap, go, go, go. Yeah. And they're like, wait a second. There's nothing fun out here at all. They're just these cars. Sometimes they chase spiders out there, I guess. That's kind of fun.
We bought a harness and a lead, and we've been taking my cat for walks, my mum's cat.
Oh, what the heck? Okay. How's that go?
Yeah, just like around the backyard, and then she'll sometimes take him out the gate and down the road. So we're not going far. We're basically going to like the nearest house that owns a dog that like maybe could jump at some fence if it tried, you know?
Right.
But yeah, the cat seems to like the outdoors, and my mum doesn't want an outdoor cat, so this is a good halfway point.
I guess. Sounds like everybody's relatively happy.
Yep.
BioCurry says, my kid just asked me if they are giving off Y2K vibes. You know, old-fashioned 2000. Yeah, I mean, that's better than being like, you were born in the 1900s? That makes me want to punch somebody.
You were born in the 20th century.
The late 1900s? All right, you don't have to say it like that.
It's true, though.
It is true. I didn't say it was a lie. I said you don't have to say it like that.
I think I kind of prefer them to say it like that. I think it sounds way more impressive.
As opposed to...
anything else.
Okay.
As opposed to 20th century. Like, 20th century is very boring.
Yeah, I guess so. I can see that. 20th Century Fox. That's what comes to mind when I hear 20th century.
So, yeah, you're right. I remember being a kid and watching 20th Century Fox movies and 21st Century Fox movies. And in my mind, Fox was not the company. 20th Century was the company, and I was like, oh, they changed their name. I wonder why.
That's fun. What? There's a probe. It's okay. We don't have to ping it multiple times.
Mineral quantity insufficient.
You're being canon.
I guess.
You might be.
Yep. Entirely possible.
Do you have an overlord near that natural of yours?
No.
Cool.
There's a probe. Yeah, there you go. You see that one. You see him.
It's probably the same one.
Yeah. Probably not cannon rushing. Probably.
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 It seems I've got a finished forge, so it'd be a little...
It'd be tough for him to make it work.
Yeah, it'd be bold. It'd be bold strategy.
Cotton.
Yes, that is what I think every time.
Yep.
Which is great, because I've not even seen it.
Me neither. See, it's another thing that's just been so steeped into meme culture that it feels like you've seen it. Very weird time in which to live. Although, I don't know. Maybe that was happening... Like, during Shakespeare's time, do you think people, like, referenced lines from Shakespeare's plays so much that people that hadn't seen the plays were like, yeah, I feel like I've seen it? I bet that happened.
Probably.
Yeah.
I believe it. Yeah, I believe it.
So not a new
Like, do you think you two are gonna get married? Oh, to be to not to be, right?
Yeah. Yeah. People just, like, meme the heck out of the plays. Yeah, the 2000s are definitely an ancient decade, Epster. That's true. Must come to terms with our own mortality at some point.
Required.
Do we, though?
I guess we don't have to. Safety
They do.
cannon.
They do say that like the person who will live to a point where we've conquered death or whatever has already been born. Just
Well, they're
statistically
guessing, but sure.
from medical. Yeah, I mean they're guessing, but I like to think it's me.
Ah, yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I'd love to live forever.
Somicron, famed as the first person to conquer death.
Wow, I don't want to be the first person. Like,
Oh.
I'm fine with not being the beta tester on that.
Yeah, I get that.
Required. Mineral quantity insufficient.
Lings.
And enemy stalkers. Can someone just
Nice.
not be rushing us immediately at 4 minutes today, just for one friggin' time?
No.
Please.
Sorry, but no.
I guess not. Heaven forbid I try to take a third base today. Not allowed, I guess.
I don't have a third base.
Well, the good news is I saved the base.
Huzzah!
The bad news is it's almost dead. The good news is I have transfuse.
You're giving me whiplash.
I know, right? It's like that Homer thing where... What is
And
it?
I
The
grabbed
idol
your
is
sweet
cursed.
ass. Oh, the monkey paw?
Yeah. It's cursed.
I want a turkey sandwich. Mayo's a little... turkey's a little dry. Turkey's a little dry. You. There are some more lings on the way heading to your base, but it might just be overlords. Yeah. Overlords hanging out in the sky.
Ready.
Threateningly.
Pervertedly.
Allied forces in combat.
See them with all those eyes? They gotta be watching.
They are. They like watching. Oh, our guys... Oh, just scouted some void rays out there, but...
Hive cluster
From the enemy?
under direct force.
Oh, hey, look, lings in your base.
Yeah, he's trying to get the hatch.
He'll get it too.
He
Oh,
doesn't get it, because he sucks.
20 HP. Transfuse, transfuse.
I don't
Go,
have
go,
enough
go.
energy. I'm trying. Really love to. I would.
Thank God my stalkers were there to help.
Insufficient.
Seriously. Wait, were they there to help?
Yeah. There they go, they got it. That's fine.
They sure did.
But yeah, I had the 2 stalkers there. I'm such a nice guy.
You are a very helpful team.
Mineral cluster. Must
Where one of us has to be.
on creep.
It's true.
And it's not gonna be the other Protoss.
Nope.
Bloody Henry.
What has he done?
He's got a bunch of stalkers. I always have High Templar.
I'll accept High Templar every day of the week.
They get eaten by lings, but you know, he has them.
Oh, gosh.
Mineral field depleted. Must be morphed on creep.
I did see the Razor phone making a comeback. I had a Razor back in, like 2007.
Evolution complete.
I wish I had a razor.
It was cool.
Yeah, it certainly was. All the cool kids had them.
I was in college at the time, so I had some expendable income, barely.
Whatever you did spend on your WoW subscription.
Pretty much. DTs in there? They sure do have DTs in there. I heard those DTs in there.
Has evolved.
I have DTs.
Cool. they have blink.
They have
Fancy.
blink DTs?
They have blink DTs, yeah.
Good luck.
Oh, good job.
Swarm forces under
I am coming to try and
over
help
here.
defend.
Uh-huh.
Allied forces in combat. Mutation complete.
Alright, I'm just gonna hang out here and defend you.
Sounds great. I will double expand.
Allied forces in combat.
All of the Void Rays in the known world come to kill our teammate though.
Under assault.
That's a problem.
Allied space. Allied forces in combat.
Does have a lot of stalkers,
Allied
though.
space under assault.
Most of those are
Allied
mine.
Forces in combat.
You do have a lot of stalkers, though.
Creep tumor under attack.
Okay, they're recalling out except for one.
Here comes
Couldn't.
an attack.
Newly birthed queen. Creep tumor under attack.
Come on, save the base, save the base.
Saved it again. Temporarily.
Creep tumor under attack.
There are DTs on it, which seems possible.
My DTs.
Blink DTs, blink stalkers. Is there anything you can't blink?
Well, with Warp Prism, no, to be honest.
Oh, their DTs are definitely here.
Oh yeah.
Allied forces in combat. Allied
Man,
forces.
so we just busting this base?
Mineral field
Works for me.
depleted.
Look at those lanes.
Mutation complete.
What a complete mess. I can't tell who's
I know,
winning.
right? Me neither. I think we got it, though.
Forces in combat.
I think we got it.
Mineral field
I
exhausted.
set up a whole base and then never put anything on it. Like it's been there for minutes. I feel really bad for this game sometimes.
You know, 'tis the nature.
Yeah.
It's a hard game.
Space under assault.
Okay.
Allied forces under assault.
The Void Ray's back.
Yeah, a little bit.
Not enough minerals. Swarm forces under attack.
Ooh, I'm nearly maxed.
Hey, that's a good milestone.
Yeah.
Creep tumor under attack. Swarm has evolved.
Stop killing my tumors. I need those to live.
More minerals required. Command unacceptable. Mineral quantity in allied.
Oh, they have
forces
ultras.
in combat.
Ooh, my bolter's on the way. You have immortals, though. What are we talking about? You sounded worried. What do you sound worried for?
Allied forces in combat.
You were
You
like,
know,
oh
I
no,
just-
ultras, and I look over and you're just like murdering them immediately. It's like, oh, okay.
Look,
Well,
you never know how efficacious they might be. That's the problem. That's the real
against
problem.
immortals, they're never efficacious. That is not something that happens. If I see immortals, I
know-
run for my life.
You don't. I don't know how they maybe they have better upgrades than I do.
I don't think it matters. I think 0-0 immortals mop the floor with fully upgraded ultras.
Maybe.
To the unit tester.
Space under assault.
Oh no, he's hating his own team. Sad.
Forces in combat.
Void Rays sure aren't doing very well, it's true.
Yeah. Well, I was nearly maxed, and now I have very little army.
How much money do you have?
4,000 minerals.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I didn't say I didn't understand what was happening.
Fair. I'm helping.
You are. I'm just saying I forgot to do some war fence.
Ooh, he recalled his probes. That's kind of fun.
Mineral quantity insufficient. Mineral cluster. Allied forces in combat. Sequences spun. Swarm. Mutation. Swarm forces. Allied forces in combat. Allied forces in combat. Not.
So they're not leaving.
Forces in combat.
Nope.
Game pause. Game pause. Game resume. Game forces resume. Allied forces in combat.
Guy's got a Mighty Ducks spinning portrait.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, hockey. I don't see a lot of sports spinning portraits in this game.
Oh no, I got hit with a stasis ward.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, I got hit with 3 of them, to be honest.
Swarm forces.
Almost impressive. Like,
Almost. It's like, wow. Nobody ever gets hit by 3.
yeah, like my entire army's now tied up, but like what isn't is still going to kill you.
Preach. Alright, we got one more, you need to go to bed.
I got one more, yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
We go. What's up, Ultra? Tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern.
Bullshit early Australian.
Yes.
Yeah.
Accurate.
I'm not even going to bed after this. I'm going out to get Korean barbecue.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be tired as shit, but you know, it'll be worth
Korean
it.
barbecue. Acceptable. Yeah, BioCarrier, sometimes people pause just to troll, basically. But it's stupid, because anybody can unpause the game whenever they want. So it just forces them to find the pause button on their keyboard and be like, nope.
And you only get to pause it 3 times in a game.
Right.
So it's like it's a way to show you're frustrated in your loss, and it's just kind of sad.
Without having to type anything. It's nice.
Yeah.
Sort of. I mean, it sucks, but, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of want to watch Cowboy Bebop with my daughter, but I guess she's here tomorrow. She can't possibly watch all of it today.
I think you underestimate the youth.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah. Like, does she have school in the morning?
She does
It's the
not.
weekend. I don't think so. So she
Yeah.
can stay up all night. She can have it finished. It's only like 1 season in a movie.
But it's like 26 episodes, though. It's old-timey seasons.
Oh, you should get her to watch the Netflix
No.
Cowboy Bebop.
No. I'm sure she knows it exists, but there's no way. I'm not watching it. What's annoying is they can do it, right? The freaking One Piece anime adaptation is pretty good from what I've heard.
Yeah, I mean, I think I watched the first episode and was not impressed.
Okay. Well, everybody else I
but
talked to said like, oh,
I
it's pretty good.
I am not a One Piece watcher.
Ah, got it.
Maybe they're like. It turns out that even if you do everything really well, the idea that you can eat a fruit and become a stretchy man is a little silly for me.
You're taking exception with a magic system in an anime.
Well, yeah. I mean, I can take exceptions with the magic system in anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be
You
anime.
can,
Like-
but it feels like core to a lot of anime is just like, just accept the magic system, okay? And then you're like,
Sure.
all right.
Sure, but it's like, okay, so there's this rare fruit
Yeah.
that you can eat and gives you magic powers.
Yes.
Why has nobody heard of this? Like, why hadn't he heard of this before he ate it? Like,
Mineral quantity.
because it very explicitly takes away your ability to swim if
Right.
you eat it.
Correct.
And it's like, okay, so in a world dominated by pirate culture, we have fruit that can take away your ability to really go on a boat safely, and we're not going to tell everyone to be careful not to eat this thing.
I guess. I mean, that's a different thing. If you want to say that the fact that people don't know about the fruit is stupid, then I can go with that. But the system itself is like, whatever. It's fiction. That's my opinion.
I mean,
anyway.
I can still take issue with the magic
You
system beyond that
certainly
as well.
can. No one's going to stop you.
Is that my pylon or their pylon? Are they
Like-
cannon rushing?
Feels like a their pylon. I had my gas stolen. Feels kind of cannon rushy.
No, that's my. Why did I put a pylon there?
Oh, that was you.
Allied forces in combat.
Yeah, I had my gas stolen as well.
You should watch the show, Cowboy Bebop. It's great, Ultra.
Yeah.
Highly recommended. I watched it for the first time in like 2021. Like I was really late to the party, but really enjoyed it still.
It holds up.
It does.
Not enough mineral. Queen birth successful.
Oh,
Allies base under assault. More minerals required.
When I'm Grandmaster, I will play faster. Which is an interesting line, because it's like, does that imply you'll hit Grandmaster and then play faster?
I don't think it's suggesting causality.
No, I don't think so either. It just every time I hear it, I'm like, but it kind of sounds like causality.
It
Just
certainly
funny.
sounds like it, but it's not.
No, it's not.
Probably not. It might. Maybe
be.
maybe that's a thing that happens. If you get to Grandmaster, you do just physically play faster.
Your APM just spikes mysteriously and magically. I
Yeah.
take exception with that magic system. I've heard good things about solo leveling, Big Wan. It's true.
So good. So
Alright,
good.
Look, when I'm done with
It's-
Reacher, I'm almost done with Reacher. I'll give it a try.
Skip Reacher.
There's like one episode left. Leave me alone.
Have you watched Blue Mountain State yet?
Yeah, absolutely. You told
I
me
mean,
to. I watched Blue Mountain State and the friggin' Legend of Tad.
Look, that's the point. I remember telling you, but I don't remember you finishing it. That's all.
Oh gosh. Now I'm like, I don't know if I remember finishing it.
Vespine gas.
Maybe not.
Vespine gas.
Why would I just watch
Enough minerals.
the movies?
Episode 1?
'Cause
I don't know.
I don't know, man. Got nothing. It's really funny though. Did I tell you about this? I have conversations with people about TV shows and I don't remember who they are, obviously.
Obviously.
But in season 3,
Oh,
so
wow.
the whole point of Reacher is that he's this huge 6'5", 250 like middle
Uh-huh.
linebacker, huge dude, right?
Right.
So in season 3, they introduce a character who's like friggin' Norwegian or something, and he's like 6'10" and like 300 pounds. He's so friggin' big. When he's on the same screen as Reacher, Reacher looks like a regular dude. It's amazing. And it's like, I like this, actually. I kind of like taking the main character and being like, and now you're normal. What are you going to do about that?
Yeah.
Like, he tries
Or
to
at
punch
least-
him, and the guy's like, eh?
No. Nuh-uh.
Yeah, fantastic.
Required.
Very, very funny. I laugh.
Command unacceptable.
Ghost in the Shell. Yeah, Ghost in the Shell is good stuff. I don't know what Ranma
There's a
one
new
half
Ghost in the
is.
Shell coming.
Is there?
Ranma. Yeah, new Ghost in the Shell anime coming out.
That's cool. What studio?
Potentially. I
Yeah,
don't know.
right.
I've not looked.
Okay.
Truthfully, I have seen one of the movies. But not the show.
Okay.
I don't need them. Yeah, I had a Ghost in the Shell game on PSP. That was
sounds bad.
weird. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't. I don't know if it was a bad video game or if it was just like very Japanese, and
Right.
I was not in a position to understand it.
Turns out you're not very Japanese.
Allied forces in
Well, I mean, anime is very Japanese, and I get it, but
attack.
What is this
You know.
marine cyclone garbage coming across the map? Come on. The ravens. too.
it's garbage.
Widow mines? Oh my gosh, they have widow mines.
Sequences.
Widow means
Swarm insufficient overlords. Hive cluster under direct assault.
And there's Lynx over here killing my base. Why am I getting double teamed today? Everybody's like, this guy is the one. We
will say
should
that-
attack him. Everybody.
I'll just say it,
Bullcrap.
there were guys over here a moment ago coming at my base.
Well, everyone's
pushed
over
them-
here now, so that's
I
fun.
I did kind of push them away, and that made them go to you.
Well, a little heads up next time would be nice.
I love the smell
Well,
of
they went
napalm.
into the darkness. How was I supposed to know?
Also, thank you for keeping me alive. I appreciate it.
No worries. You need some money.
All right. Saved all my drones, basically. And I still have like 600 minerals, so... Really good job saving my drones, actually. I'm kind of impressed.
Forces under attack.
Not usually the
Oh,
best
hey,
with that.
Phoenix.
Swarm
Alright.
forces under attack.
It's everyone's favorite.
It is not.
I meant from the campaign.
Yeah, right? You want to lift and kill my banelings? You go right ahead, big man.
Forces
I don't
under
care.
attack.
I really don't.
We cannot fight that
Successful.
detail. Oh, he's going for it. Guess I'll help.
Alright. I've got spores, and I guess, on the way.
They have medevacs, we don't. Kind of. Like, it's a bunch of Marines versus a bunch of Marines with medevacs. I guess I'm, being here is a big help.
Mineral Queen birth.
Sounded a little
Successful.
sarcastic there.
I mean, we got more than what I thought we would. So, a little sarcastic, but, we're getting kills.
Excellent news.
Forces attack combat.
Oh, then all the Phoenix came back. Never mind.
Thanks for gifting a sub to Mr. Gurenis. Good morning to you, and thanks for the gifted sub from Ultra, who's crushing it today.
Insufficient
As usual,
gasoline gas.
like the
Mineral
stud
field
that he
exhausted.
is, keeping the channel
dud?
afloat single-handedly by himself. I called him a stud.
Oh, stud. I thought you called him a dud. I'm like, That's a bit
Wow, that is really mean, Somicron. Why would you call him a dud?
I didn't call him a dud. I thought you
I
called him
didn't
a dud.
either. Well, that's a horrible thing to accuse me of doing.
Must swap.
You might want to cancel that base.
Son of a gun!
I
Leave
told
me
you.
alone.
You said you wanted a heads up. I gave you a heads up.
Well, the instant it was dying, sure. Hydras are dead.
Oh, well, that's just a straight lag. I said it like an hour ago.
Yes. Obviously. Medevac's healing up your Hydrolisks. Don't help when there are Ultralisks, sir. Just want a fourth base. That's all I want today.
Do you have a macro hatch?
No.
Evolution complete.
Myself.
Mineral sequences spun. Swarm mutated.
100% sub participation tonight. It's a good goal.
They don't have this base down here yet. Interesting.
Sounds good to me.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm happy about it.
Good luck with this, guys. Really. Your kiting is
Oh, you crush
not
it?
bad, but not good enough.
Field exhausted.
Yes. Bring your lings to this ultra fight, please.
That'll go super well for you, buddy.
All
Trust
of
me.
them are dead. So, yeah.
Newly birthed queen ready.
My ultras getting trapped somewhere?
Swarm
Not ultras,
forces
immortals.
under attack. Not enough minerals. Allied forces in combat.
That's a lot of carriers.
Well,
That is a shitload of carriers.
Mass Phoenix guy transitioned to carriers.
Yeah,
Weird.
I was surprised.
Allied forces in combat. Allied forces in combat. Command unacceptable. Mineral quantity insufficient. Newly mutation complete.
Well, better die to mass carrier.
Sounds about right.
Unless you can...
Can I conjure up anti-carrier tech right now? No.
No, I meant unless you can force a base trade and win.
That I can try.
Under assault. Not possible. Allied space under assault. Swarm forces under attack. Allied forces not possible. Supply limit reached.
There's a lot of missile turrets, that might
Forces
hurt them.
Might help.
Allied forces in combat. Mineral field exhausted. Allied forces under assault. Swarm forces under attack. Mineral cluster expended. Allied swarm forces under attack.
He has brood lords out.
Under assault.
Whoa.
Insufficient overlords. Allied space swarm forces under attack. Allied forces in allied space under assault. Swarm forces allied space under assault. Swarm forces under attack. Allied forces in combat. Allied space under assault. Swarm forces under attack. Allied space.
We did it. We got one carrier.
GG, we did it.
Allied forces in combat.
Are you winning back there?
Not really.
Under
Not
assault.
brood lords is the problem.
Swarm forces
Well, he's going
under
home.
attack. Allied forces in
Acceptable.
combat space under assault. Mineral field. Allied space under assault. Under attack. Minerals required. Swarm forces under attack. Mineral quantity insufficient.
Do you need money?
No, I'm alright.
Do you want to put down a spire just in case?
Yeah, I'm throwing down 2 spires right now.
Swarm
says,
forces
sadly.
under attack.
Keeping up with your injects?
Yep.
So you've got a bunch of...
I'm not splitting cash, that's for sure.
I can give you money. Like, I don't have a lot of minerals, but I should have a ton of gas, though.
take it, I guess?
Mutation complete. Vespene geyser exhausted.
Transfuse the hatch.
Swarm forces under attack. Allied forces in swarm forces under attack.
And my spires are
Allied forces
here.
in combat.
I killed 4 broodlords for you.
I saw that. Thank you. Very cool.
You're welcome. You know me, anything for the cause.
I do. Team player, that's you.
Do you think this is the real Solar?
Swarm forces under attack. More overlords required. Swarm
Yeah,
forces.
sending you more money.
Thanks.
Hive cluster under direct assault.
Making use.
And some corruptors.
Not possible. Supply limit reached. Not enough. No, not possible. Supply limit reached.
Knock out their mining bases.
Thinking about it.
Is that the...
Vespene geyser depleted. Swarm forces possible. Supply limit reached. Swarm forces cluster under direct assault.
There's all the carriers.
No, not possible. Supply limit reached.
I thought I just sent the corruptors back. Sorry. Going back.
Swarm sequences under attack. Swarm.
Oh my gosh. There are so many of them, it just doesn't even matter.
Swarm forces under
Corruptors are getting obliterated before they even, like, set up shop.
Allied forces in combat. Mineral cluster expend. Swarm forces under attack.
And they have 3/3/3 upgrades too, which is insane.
Vespene geyser.
Yeah.
Allied forces in combat. Swarm forces under attack. Mineral swarm forces under attack. Allied forces in combat. Vespene geyser. Mineral cluster. Allied forces in combat. Mineral field exhausted.
Okay, well, that's one down.
Yep.
Do you need more money?
Swarm forces
Probably. Oh my gosh.
I don't have a whole lot.
under attack.
We'll have to fight together.
Yep.
What's killing you down here?
Liberator.
Ah. Okay, Marines. Don't die alone. Love of God.
Geyser. Swarm forces under attack. Vespene geyser exhausted.
Oh, the carriers are there, so we're going somewhere else.
Hive
Fair enough.
cluster under direct assault. Mineral field depleted. Ally space under assault. Swarm forces under attack. Allied forces in combat. Ally space under
Kill the
assault.
nexuses so they can't recall.
Forces in combat.
Seriously.
Forces under attack. Mineral field exhausted. Swarm forces under attack. Ally space under assault. Ally space under assault. Allied assault.
I think we're doing it.
Allied space under assault. Allied forces in Allied space under assault.
They still have some buildings in the back.
Yeah, I'm
Allied
heading there.
forces in Allied space under assault. Allied space.
Can I kill
under
these
assault.
corruptors? Do they not have interceptors?
Woo! We did it.
We did it! Ugh, what a mess.
Yeah.
She goes, yep, Ed is my favorite character. And she goes, wait. There's a little Goofy jingle that just played because Ed was doing goofy things. But the jingle's really popular sound on YouTube. Crazy, she says.
Oh, okay. She learned like the origin of the sound.
Yeah, I've never actually seen that, though. Or heard it.
Mm.
Anyway, thanks, Ultra. Glad you enjoyed the stream. Thanks for kicking butt, taking names, gifting a hajillion subs today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 subs today by Ultra. Thank you, sir. You are the best. And I assume you'll be back for the Brood War stream tomorrow. So, appreciate it. Let's find someone to raid real fast. Who's on at this time? Ooh, Midnight Expansion's up. What up? Cool. We'll raid him. All right, so back tomorrow. I'm going to go try to get some sleep. So thanks, everyone. Thanks for the support. Thanks for being here. Thanks, Andrew. Big Wan. EB. We'll be back tomorrow. Or whatever.
Bye.
Bye.
Alrighty, I gotta get ready and go for a drive.
Sounds good.
Korean
Enjoy
barbecue.
your Korean barbecue.
Catch you later.
See ya.